6. I count by tens to 50. I draw a line for each number I say. I draw 5 lines. So this number and the number 56, he's drawing 5 lines to represent 5 tens and 6 dots to represent 6 ones, okay? So looking at number 1, can someone tell me the model that they used to answer how many tens and ones there is in the number 72? Do you know?
There are 2 tens and 7 ones.
Flip it around. Look at the number 72. What number's in the tens place?
2.
In the tens. So if you look at number 72, right here, you see? So 7 is in the tens place. So how many lines should I make for my tens?
7.
Yeah, 7's right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. How many ones should I draw? Do you know?
2.
2. 1 and 2. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so there are 7 tens and 2 ones in the number 72. How about number 2? Can someone answer that for me? There are how many tens and ones in the number 43? Annabella?
There are 4 tens and 3 ones in the number 43.
4 tens and 3 ones in the number 43. So Annabella, how many lines should I draw to represent my tens?
4 lines.
1, 2, 3, and 4. How many dots should I make?
3.
3 is right. 1, 2, and 3. And I see that a lot of friends have come in since we started. So good to see you. Let's see who I see that's new. We have Hannah and Amaya and Carla and Edgar and Julieta and Evan and Giovanni and Maxie. You guys all look so good. Your wacky hair and I love it. Thank you for coming in your wacky wear. What a fun thing. All right. Okay, let's go on to the next page, 478. So number 3 says, draw models to help you find the number of tens and ones in each number. Can someone answer number 3 for Miss Nelson? Jacob?
Are you muted?
I can hear him, yeah. All right, Jacob, how many tens and ones are there in the number 58?
5 tens and 8 ones.
Yeah, so how many lines should I make for my tens?
50.
No, 5.
50 like what?
Yeah, so if we have 5, then that makes 50, right? So let's do 5 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How many dots should I use or should I make to make the to represent the ones here? How many dots should I put down?
Just look at the paper.
8.
Yeah. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Thank you, Jacob. Okay, number 4. There are how many tens and ones in the number 7? This one kind of might have tricked some people. Zoe, how many tens are there?
There are 0 tens and 7 ones and 7.
Exactly. There are no tens. 0. And how many ones? Just 7. So should I make any lines?
No.
No. What should I make?
7 dots.
7 dots. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Great job, Zoe. Perfect. Okay, number 5. There are how many tens and ones in the number 90? How many tens and ones, Evan?
There are 9 tens and 0 ones and 90.
There are. So how many lines should I draw?
9.
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Evan, should I make any ones? Should I have any dots?
No.
No? You're right. We don't have any ones in the number 90. Perfect. Thank you, Evan. Okay, let's look at number 6. Haley starts drawing a model for the number 84, but she gets interrupted. Help her finish her model. So Haley is trying to make a model to show 84, and she only got to 4 lines. What does she need to do to finish her model? And Maya?
Add 4 more lines.
Okay, let's do that
and
first.
4 more dots.
Perfect. So
More ones.
awesome. So we have
4
4
more ones.
4 more ones. So we've got 4 lines already. I'm going to add 4 more. 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm going to add 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if we were going to count this with our 8 tens, it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84.
How
Perfect.
do we know if those are tens?
You mean the lines?
Yeah.
In the math book, if you see lines in this lesson, it's automatically a 10. In this lesson, it will always mean a 10. They'll tell you if they change that, though. That's a really good question.
Okay, that could be like a stick or something.
It's true, it could, but since they're specifically talking about drawing a model, in this problem, we know that it means tens. But if there was like a picture and they were just drawing sticks, that would be different. But we know in this lesson that if we see a line like this, like in number 7, that this always means a 10. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a really good question, Amaya. Thank you for asking that. All right, number 7. Which number is represented here? Is it A, 15? Is it B, 11? C, 50? Or D, 51? What number? Edgar.
And 50.
And how do you know that, Edgar?
Because there's 1 10 and 5 ones.
You are exactly right. Perfect job. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, so that was our math homework last night. Any questions about the homework? Seems like you guys have a pretty good handle on this assignment or this topic this week. Just as a heads up, tomorrow there will be a math test that we're going to post. And it's just over the stuff that we've done. So I think you guys are going to do good, but it opens up tomorrow and it closes Friday, I believe. So we're going to go over a review after we check our homework today so that you're ready for the test. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing that for a second. And then we're going to go over, let's see, I see some hands. Amaya?
I saw Samantha Benitez on the bottom of the whole entire list.
Yeah, Miss Benitez is here. She's in class.
Wait, but she hasn't even started her video.
I know, maybe she's not ready to start it. See, that's the beauty about being in Zoom is if you're not ready for someone to see your face, you can turn your camera off. But she can hear us. There she is.
Where is she?
She's in the bottom. Do you see
I'm
her?
gonna go see her on the bottom.
Good morning.
Of my list. Hi, Miss Benitez.
Hi. You like my wacky hair?
Yeah.
I didn't try to do this. It's just called having a baby.
It's just called having a newborn at home.
Could you show your baby?
She's sleeping right now, but if she wakes up, I'll grab her.
Yeah, and you never wake a sleeping baby. That's a rule. All right, and we'll see if the baby wakes up and we can see her later. Awesome. Okay, let's go on to our social studies homework that we had yesterday. So in your guys' studies weekly, we read, let's see. It will pull up. We read about roads, villages, and cities and consequences of change. Let's read number 1 together. Does anyone want to read that for me? Alejandro, do you have an avocado? Or is that a dinosaur egg? What is it?
It's an egg.
Egg, dinosaur egg. Holy moly. Dino, do you want to read that for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first roads were just dirt paths made by people and animals. Rocky from place to place. Later, people built better roads to get from one place to another. After cars were invented, people needed more and more roads.
Perfect. Wonderful reading. Okay, so Dino, do you want to answer the first question for me?
Yes.
Okay. The first roads were made out of what? Were they made out of concrete, dirt, asphalt, or gravel? What did that reading tell us they were made out of?
Dirt.
Dirt. Correct. So look at that picture right there. That looks like a fun, like maybe something that you would see if you went hiking today in the mountains or something. But that's what people use for roads. They walked and they rode their wagons or whatever they used to get stuff around on there. But after time, they built roads so people could get to places better. Awesome. Thank you, Dino. How about number 2? Alexa, can you answer that for me? Do you want to read it and then answer the question? Or did you have your hand raised? Okay.
Which of the following was not a reason for roads to be used?
What did you answer for that, Alexa? What was not a reason? In that reading that we just had up there, what did they say? So when this is kind of tricky, because when a question says was not a reason, you have to kind of look for all the reasons that are listed and find ones that the answer that you didn't see in the reading. What did you put down for that, Alexa? Do you remember? Does anyone want to, do you want to phone a friend, Alexa? Anyone want to help Alexa? Raquel?
The first one?
The first one. Which of the following was not a reason for roads to be used? People needed street signs to show them which way to go. Correct! Nice job. Thanks for helping. Okay, number 3. More roads might need to be built when which of the following happens? What is something, why more roads might need to be built when which of the following happens? Alexa, do you want to answer that one for me? Okay.
The last one.
The last one, more people move into an area. Correct. Nice job. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Villages and cities. Is it letting me go? There we go. Okay, can someone read this for me, Alejandro?
Okay. What do I read?
Oh, sorry. Did you have your hand raised?
Yeah.
You can, this one where it says soon even more people. Do you see it on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see everybody.
Okay, good.
But what do I read?
Oh, right here where it says soon even more people were living on Earth. Do you see how it's blue?
Yeah.
Do you want to read it, or do you want me to have it read to us? Do you want to read it?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
But I don't know what to read.
Okay, I'm just going to have it read to us. Let's listen to it.
What?
Do you guys hear that or no? No, that's right. I didn't share my sound.
Soon, even more people
Can you hear
were
it now?
living on Earth. They built more homes and other buildings. Villages kept getting bigger. Many villages grew to be large cities.
Okay, so that's what it said. So now, Alejandro, do you want to help me answer the question? What are the tall buildings in this picture called? Do you know? Are they
I don't-
skyscrapers, houses, warehouses, or cabins?
I don't see anything, and I didn't hear anything. I think something happened.
I think so. Did you guys hear it? Some people, can you guys see my screen where it shows the house, the buildings? You
I
can't
only
see it?
see you.
You
I
only
only
see me?
Yeah.
Okay. Raquel, what are these called?
Houses.
These big buildings in the back. Should we see if that's the answer?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh no, let's try a different one. What could it be? The really tall buildings. So they're near the sky. They're up going into the sky. What answer has something about the sky? Liam?
Okay. I already know it's skyscrapers.
Let's see, skyscrapers, because they're scraping the sky. Is that why? They're so high.
I tried houses, but it wasn't. Then chose skyscrapers and trade warehouses. How they were that high, it almost look it's in the sky. I put it skyscrapers.
That's good. So process of elimination. So one thing I can see why some people would think it was houses, because we live in a big city, and sometimes people live in these towers. They're like these big high rises, like in apartments. So I used to live in Seoul, South Korea, and I lived in a place like this in a really tall building. So I can see why some people would be confused. But these in the picture are called skyscrapers. What type of community is being pictured? Is it a village, a town, a city, or a farm? Let's see who we haven't heard from today yet. Edgar?
A town.
A town. Let's see. Is it a town? What else could it be? A village, a farm, or a city? Amaya?
It could be a city.
A city, papi.
A
Let me mute
city.
myself.
Yeah. So a city, I can see why you would think that, Edgar. So a town is just like a place where we live, right? A city it just means like bigger buildings, a lot more businesses and stuff like that. So a city like New York City or Miami, if you're in downtown Miami, those kind of places are cities. Lots of businesses and tall buildings. Okay, number 3, why do buildings in cities get taller when more people live and work there? Is it because they like to save the land around cities for farming and raising cattle? Or most of the land has been taken, so they have to build taller buildings to have room? The air is fresher the further away, farther from the ground you get? It is less expensive to build tall buildings. What could that be? Dino?
The second one.
The second one, most of the land has been taken, so they have to build taller buildings to have room for offices and apartments. Perfect. Awesome. So again, that one, you kind of had to be a little bit of a detective with that one because that wasn't in the reading. So good. Edgar, do you have a question?
Yes.
What's your question?
I live in in a
You don't have condo?
in a tower.
Do you? What floor do you live on?
Yeah, I live like in a big
Mm-hmm.
in
A big
Building.
building.
yeah,
How far off the ground are you?
like
Like really high?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That's cool. When I used to live on a high rise like that, we lived on the 23rd floor. And we
I
had to
live
ride an
in
elevator.
I,
So high.
I live in 8th floor.
The 8th floor. Yeah, you're pretty high off the ground. That's cool. All right, let's look at the last one that we had for today. All the changes people make in their communities have consequences. Okay, so let's look at the question. The result or effect of an action is called a what? What is that called when something happens? Is it a task, a consequence, a condition, or an apple? Alejandro?
A consequence.
A consequence. Yes. So if you've ever had your parents say you're going to have consequences, right? When you do something maybe you shouldn't have, right? So that's when something happens, it's the result of that. So look at this picture right here. This first picture shows a bunch of buildings blowing things into the air. So there's lots of pollution. And then over here on the right, there's a bunch of cars that are out and they're in traffic. And so all the cars are emitting gas into the air. And they have the picture in the middle of the animal to show that all this pollution and stuff has consequences on the earth. So maybe it can make it bad, the air bad, so it's not healthy to breathe, and it can affect people and animals. So that's why you have those pictures. All right, so let's look at the next question. What is a community? Is it one person, a group of toys in the same chest, a group of people living in the same place, or a litter of cats? Meaning just a bunch of cats. What is a community? Alexa?
A group of people living in the same place.
You are spot on. Yep, good job. All right, perfect. So it looks like that we did pretty well on that. I know some of these questions are kind of tricky, so that's why I wanted to go over them today as a class. Okay, so let me share what we have for homework today, and then if you guys have any questions, I can answer questions. So if you go to Edmodo, on Wednesday, April 15th, 2020, the homework of the day for math, you're going to do pages 489 to 490. It's a review for our test that we have tomorrow, and we'll go over that in class, the review. For social studies, you have three short articles to read: Animals Become Extinct, Traffic Jams and Pollution, and How to Protect Natural Resources. Oopsies. I'm just going to show you what those look like. So right here, animals become extinct, like that one, traffic jams and pollution, and how to protect natural resources. So that's what you have for homework tonight, and you can find that on Edmodo. All right, any questions? If you don't have any questions, you're welcome to leave, but if you have some questions, I can stay around for a few minutes and ask.
Bye, Miss Nelson.
Bye, Alexa. Let's see, and I had some chat. Jacob.
Miss Nelson, can you put the link again for the articles, because yesterday we couldn't open them.
Oh yeah, I can do that for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see, Alejandro?
I can't really open the egg. Mommy.
You can't open the egg?
Aquí están mis penitas. I feel like there's something inside. No, mira, mommy.
Hi, Colin.
I broke the egg.
Oh my goodness. Are you gonna make scrambled eggs now?
Are you serious? There's nothing.
Am I serious?